stay with this story and speak to the PRO of the Okada Riders Association of Ghana, Solomon Akpanaba. You're welcome to ChannelOne Newsroom.
Thank you, boss.
This was a promise made by Mahama when he was campaigning.
Yes.
And he has delivered. How do you feel about that?
We feel very happy, especially the fact that we were the group who went to pick a form for John Mahama in their internal presidential primaries. We picked the form for him, and it was a sign of trust between we and President Mahama. So for him to have been able to encourage Parliament to get to this level of legalization of our business, we are very grateful to the MPs as well. We are most grateful to you, the media, because it has been a very long, over a decade fight, but you have always been very, very charitable to us. No, we thank you so much.
I've seen an MPP communicator on Facebook refer to the bill as the accident bill, that this bill is just going to enhance more accidents or lead to more accidents on the road because Okada riders are reckless. Now they have been given the legalization to operate. How do you respond to a comment like that?
Well, freedom of speech. So I appreciate his right to free speech, and also appreciate his ignorance, excuse my word, his less enlightened status about the whole policy, because it cannot be. It will only be if National Road Safety and then Transport Ministry fail Ghanaians, because at this level it is not the president nor the NDC government who is supposed to ensure that the riders are trained. Mind you, they promised to give us uniform. So in my own opinion, if a rider gets that uniform, which I think will be advertised, that Ghanaians should be on the look. People that will be in this kind of attire are the most recognized commercial motor riders. So I am not expecting them to be in the uniform without training. But if they get the training, as an instructor myself, I can say that the accident situation would reduce drastically. Look, Ghana Post is the only organization or institution that has trained riders in this country. I want Ghanaians to tell me the last time they saw a personnel of Ghana Post having involved in accident. It's because of training.
So what kind of training? When you say training, so what kind of training would you reckon Okada riders will be taken through, and who will lead that training program?
We are a group of instructors in the country who wants the National Road Safety and the Transport Ministry to entrust this job in our hands. I don't know how they want to do it, but of course we were trained by the state in 2022 as instructors. So if they give us the job, we will do it on regional basis. We will invite the rider. Remember, there was somebody around 2017, 2018, popularly known as Okada Ambassador, or is it Road Ambassador? One Mr. Gabi. He was given the state attorney to actually go from region to region with the help of the police in those regions. They will confiscate motors and ask them to see that guy. He will take them to either a church or a school compound, and the intention was good, but he was not an instructor. He didn't have the capacity to do what he was attempting to do. So he failed. He ended up just extorting the rider. If we are the right people who should be given that job to do, we will make sure that, me for instance, if I get 50 or 100 riders in a classroom for 5 hours, when they come out, their riding will change.
Interesting. Now let's talk about the practicalities involved. So does it mean the bikes will be branded? There will be special license plates. There will be uniform for the riders. What should we start seeing on the road now that this has become law?
Yes, so first of all, the uniform. But like I said, before the uniform is given to them, they should be trained and certified. So for instance, I have trained 100 riders and I certify, I append my signature that they have been trained by me, and they are, I recommend them for license A, meaning that once they are in uniform, if they are involved in accident, Ghanaians will see
So I'm saying that, so is it that there will be special numbers on the bikes? How is it going to look like?
Yes, definitely. We DVLA told us that from 2026 beginning, that's January, our members who will go to register their bikes, there will be difference between commercial bike and private bike.
Okay.
So at that point, the person have gotten the number plate for his bike, but I'm not sure he will be trained by then.
Okay.
After the training, they will be given the uniform. And once they are wearing the uniform, if they perform poorly on the road, we will take responsibility.
I see. That's interesting. Now, let's talk about the police and yourselves on the road. Earlier, my colleague spoke to some of the riders, and they say the police are still harassing them and will continue to harass them. How do you reckon that issue where the policeman walks into the traffic, removes your motorbike key? How do you think that can be dealt with?
Yeah, I think it was due to the fact that we were operating as a de facto community. Under the regularized system, the police cannot do that. Look, the police have been engaging in some unlawful, about 3 or 4 forms of unlawful arrest. You cannot confiscate a vehicle. The motorbike is a form of vehicle, and no police officer has the right to confiscate a vehicle from the owner on the street because of documents. You confiscate the vehicle when the person is in possession of illegal drugs, when the person show gross incompetence as a result of drugs inducement, when the person is on police wanted list.
Which law are you reading from or quoting from?
The Constitution of Ghana. Okay. If the person is wanted by police generally, when you see him anywhere, whether he's operating a STC bus or whatever, you can pick him up. If you see marijuana or whatever drug, illegal hard drugs, you can pick him up. If he appears very drunk or cannot control the steer, you can collect the bike from him. But ordinary rider busy going to his normal activities, then you remove the key, you ask him to get down, you put the bike on a track, take it to your station and ask the rider to either walk or get a different means of transport. No. We will take that policeman to
Another
court.
thing, obeying road traffic regulations. In Togo, I have seen the Zemiza people, they stop at traffic lights. In Tamale, the bike riders, they stop at traffic lights. In Accra, they don't. How are you going to ensure that it's a national decision to obey traffic lights, especially?
Yeah, so it's a challenge to us. Once the system is regularized, we know that these are the complaints Ghanaians have against us. And these are genuine complaints. We see these things happening. It isn't that Ghanaians are telling lies on us. They're actually happening. But we are very sure that if we are given the mandate to discipline them, as they are asked to work under unions, their union leaders, that will be their very key mandate. They should be able to ensure there is discipline among their members. Failure to adhere to the rules and regulations that we give them, we can ask them to stay home. We can sack them from the station. We can remove them from the union. There are so many sanctions that will come.
Thank you so much, Solomon, for joining us tonight.
I'm most grateful.
That's Solomon Akpanaba. He is PRO of the Okada Riders Association of Ghana. This is Channel One Newsroom.